Now good drive inside and scoring is Maureen Stapleton on the nice pass from Sean Hayward. Outside from Thornton, short for Glidden. Rebound follow is up and good by Mia Kelly. Glidden, Bramanti for 1,000. There it is!
Yeah, she shot that one with confidence, no hesitation. That's the Emily Bramanti we know and love for 1,000.
Loader pulls up and scores. On the cut, Jada Thornton. Good move by Thornton for 2.
Wow, with confidence.
Stapleton 3-ball, got it. Bramanti open for the 3-ball. Ties the game. It goes right into Glidden, left-handed, can't get it. Got her own rebound and scores. And that'll end the first half. Kelly, Bramanti 3-ball, ties the game.
Yeah, that's what Bramanti should.
Oh, nice cut. And 2. Sean Hayward with her first 2 of the day. Loader 3-ball.
Oh, big bucket by Maddie right there.
3-ball. Too strong. Oh, nice offensive rebound inside. Thrown back up and in by Colleen McCullough. Sophie Glidden is 1 for 12 from the floor. Kelly drives and scores.
Nice drive by Mia, uses her quickness.
Chance for crowd to acknowledge Emily Bramanti, who got to the 1,000 mark
nice job
today.
By Trish.
Yep.
Recognizing Emily for her effort.
Agreed. And that'll be our final score. St. Francis College of Brooklyn. A winner today here at the Merckert Gymnasium. Final score, St. Francis 61 and Stonehill 48. Not always fun to come out after a loss, but it was quite a day for you.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
So is the ball a little heavier before you finally hit that 3?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, I would think it would. Yeah.
It's always in the back of your head a little bit, but.
So you make the 3, you go back up the floor. You want to wave your arms and say yes, but you're in the game. You can't do that. You had to thought about, how am I going to react after this thing goes in?
Yeah, definitely a little bit. I knew it was probably going to come a little early. I knew it was only 3 points away, but, I just staying focused on the game and just it was nice to just be with my teammates on the court there. So.
Would you like to mention all the people who are here to support you today?
Yeah, my parents, my sister. Sadly, some of my brothers couldn't be here, but I got Trish's tribe on my side over there, and definitely just a lot of other people, former teammates. Kayla Raymond's here, Meg Hill. So it was very awesome to have them here and recognize that. So I'm really appreciative. I'm really grateful that have all the support that I have here.
Go back a few years to before you even played for Stonehill. What was it about this program and about this college that made you want to come here?
Yeah, so Sam Heislip and Asia Ewing went to my high school, actually, and they both played here. So, I had that little connection, and I just knew that, Stonehill was a great school academically, and then basketball was definitely just a bonus to the academics here. And, Coach Brown gave me a chance here as a walk-on 5 years ago, so I'm really grateful for that opportunity.
You were a walk-on?
Yes, I was.
No kidding. Oh, good for you. Look what you've done. I think that makes it even more impressive.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Give me one highlight that if someone said, tell me the high point of your time here, what would it be?
Definitely winning the NE10 championship my sophomore year. We had a great group of girls on the team, and we just came together and beat St. A's by 20 points. I think that's something that we'll never forget.
And when this place is rocking, it's rocking, isn't it?
Definitely.
All right, let's get away from the court for a minute. Tell me about this. So you want to be a coach. This is from something from the WBCA's 20th want to be a coach class, and so you are going to be headed where, and tell us why.
I'm going to Dallas, Texas for the So You Want to Be a Coach convention. I really want to be a coach. I love coaching just AAU and different programs like summer leagues. And I just love the game of basketball, and I want to just be able to give back to the younger girls or the boys and just teach them the game of basketball and give them a reason of why I fell in love with the game, and just give that back to somebody else is just it's always been a passion of mine.
So how did it come about that you were nominated for this?
So Coach Brown had mentioned something to me about it earlier this year, and then I went through the whole application process, so just writing a little essay, giving my resume, and Coach Brown wrote me a letter of recommendation and then sent that out And then a month or so later, I heard back that I'd got accepted, and actually a girl from Southern New Hampshire is going, and a girl from St. Mike's, so we're all going down together, actually. So it's great that I still have the NE10 connection when I'm going down there.
Why basketball?
I've been around it since I was little. My dad's the boys varsity basketball coach at my high school, and I remember going to those games when I was little, and it's always just been a passion of mine, and my parents have been great supporters throughout my whole high school and college career, so it's just been a huge passion of mine.
Do you want to get anybody in trouble before we wrap this up?
No.
I'll let you go then. Congratulations.
Awesome.
It was a lot of fun to watch. Really enjoyed it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And your coach is right behind you. We're going to bring her right over here in just a second as well. So Trish Brown will join us for a couple minutes here, and then we'll wrap things up. All right, Coach, well, let's just start with the positive. We just had one of your players walk away, who I just learned something. I did not know that Emily Bramanti was a walk-on.
Yes, absolutely. It was she was making a decision between Southern New Hampshire and us at the time, and yes, we were blessed with that walk-on for sure. Yeah, and obviously she worked her way into a scholarship opportunity. But, you need to, talk about the character of that. She came in as a walk-on, but that she played like she was the best player in the program from the minute she got here. Just that competitiveness, that desire to get better, to prove people wrong. She has all those things you talk about as a coach, and obviously has had a phenomenal career. And just to make the jump to Division I as a very undersized point guard, obviously, but it's just her compete. She just has that competitiveness that, she finds a way to get her teammates open. She finds a way to score. Obviously, tonight I was so happy that she was able to do it here at Stonehill in front of the family, scoring her 1,000. So, yeah.
Why will she be a good coach?
Her passion for the game. You got to be passionate about this. Where other kids, she could have graduated and said, no, right. I'm not interested in that fifth year. But, she's the type of kid, she just wants to play whenever she can. She wants, I think before she coaches, I think she's going to go overseas and play because she's not done. She loves to play this game. And that's just not on game day. And that's what makes her so good. That, that's what she brings every day to practice. She is fired up. She's competitive. She gets people, to play as hard as she does. So, yeah.
Second half, what went south?
Well, where do we start?
Well, we don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a lengthy discussion, but it just seemed like I was looking at some of the numbers from individual players that just ball wasn't going in on a lot of instances.
Right.
And St. Francis just seemed like they were a little quicker to the ball in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. I mean, I think, we didn't have that urgency, and we talked about it at halftime, and were we tied at half? I don't
it was
remember.
1 point.
Yeah, 1 point game at half.
Yep.
But we still didn't have that urgency, loose balls, rebounding. Our offensive rebound, we weren't shooting well. Our offensive rebounding effort was terrible till the end of the game. And then, we just talked about that. That's the urgency they have to play every possession with, and we just didn't have that consistency. We got really stagnant offensively, and that's going to happen. You miss some shots, people were missing layups,
yep.
And then you get tight, and I'll say a lot about St. Francis. They took full advantage every time we had a miss. They made that run when they just came right at us. And it wasn't that next play, okay, you missed, but you got to get a stop. You're not going to stay in this game. You're not going to go ahead in this game if you can't get a stop. And we played pretty well defensively for the most part.
Sure did.
But those are the momentum runs. We don't have that mentality consistently. We have it sometimes. Some of the players have it very consistently. But we're just not that team that understands, next play. You can't give them a transition layup because now they get the momentum. Yep. We give up a 3 on the corner. Now they're feeling it.
I was just going to bring that one up. There was one where you got it and they came right down and hit a 3 out of the corner, and it was wow,
and that's
just like the air came out.
Oh, we can't score, and now we're not sprinting back ready to defend. We're jogging back and oh no, here comes the ball. And they've got the momentum. It's
Thought a couple of your freshmen played well. I thought Colleen McCullough played well, certainly in the second half.
She did. Colleen's had back-to-back really nice outings, and again, she and Melissa are freshmen, and they make freshman mistakes, and we have to live with those. But they're both better than a month ago, and I'm really excited about both of them and their ability to help. But, just what we saw out of Colleen was she made some really big plays out at St. Francis, PA. Hit 2 really great layups for us late game, to put us into overtime, help us get to overtime. So I'm excited. I think those 2 will do a lot of damage in the years to come.
So you got Merrimack coming here on Thursday.
We do.
And then on the road for 2, and then finish at least home with 3. It just seems like one of the notes that I know Doug Monson had, you guys traveled something like 2,200 miles.
We did.
It's a lot of busing.
We did. It was, and I'm the new kid, so I'm not really sure what the NEC scheduling is usually like. But I think this year, because of the 2 schools leaving and us coming in, I think they were plugging us into places where I'm hoping next year's schedule makes a little bit more sense because, this was in. And I just talked to the locker room, like, we can't use excuses like, oh, yeah, we've been away and travel. But it was, I mean, you're going to Loretto, PA for a Thursday night game at 7 that went into OT.
Right.
And you go out Wednesday, long day Thursday, and then we actually drove halfway back to try to get the kids a good night's sleep. If not, we would have been back here at like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
So, but then, the Thursday, Saturday, again, is definitely challenging for our squad in terms of understanding, how to prepare quickly for a game, and our youth shows a little bit there too, because if you have 2 days to prepare, you can do more things on the court. You got a little more time, but, we had kids who played a lot of minutes, obviously, on Thursday, so you have to rest them. We just basically walked through yesterday, and we're not deep, and we got kids beat up. So that becomes a challenge, and you could see the way we started. I mean, I don't know if you guys talked about it, but we just didn't have the pop, and we did Thursday night. Like I was really happy with how we played on Thursday night. It was a really good compete, and we had really good looks down the stretch to get us a win or even get us into double overtime. Unfortunately, it didn't fall. But we just looked like a very tired team tonight.
So old friends, Merrimack Thursday, Linda Simino here today.
Oh, Linda's
from
the
Caldwell.
best. Linda is the best. She's been so great in welcoming Stonehill and us to the league and me to the league. Just been really helpful. She's very comfortable in this gym. She's been here before.
Yes,
and
she has.
Yeah, it was good to see her, and we'll see her again in a week. I said, "Oh, see you in Brooklyn
down in
in a
Brooklyn
week."
next Saturday, right?
Yeah.
All right, Coach. I appreciate it as always for coming out, spending some time with us.
You
Much
bet.
appreciated.
All
Thank
right.
you, Trish.